I heard it for the first time on a Tuesday. 3:47 a.m. The red numbers glowed on my nightstand. My mouth was dry. So dry it hurt. I'd gotten up for water, come back to bed, pulled the covers to my chin. That's when I heard it. A whisper, soft, deliberate, coming from beneath me. "You're awake." I froze. The darkness pressed against my eyes, heavy, suffocating. My heart hammered in my chest, each beat loud in my ears. I didn't move. Couldn't move. "I know you heard me," the voice said. It sounded wet, like words spoken through water. I wanted to scream. My throat locked shut. The silence stretched. Seconds felt like hours. Maybe I'd imagined it. Sleep deprivation, stress from work. I closed my eyes, forced myself to breathe. In, out, in, out. "You can't ignore me forever." My eyes snapped open. This was real. Something was under my bed. The mattress shifted slightly, like weight pressing up from below. I could feel it. Right beneath my spine, my skin crawled. Every nerve ending on fire. "What do you want?" I whispered. The words barely left my lips. A sound came from below, wet, sticky, like a smile spreading across torn flesh. "To talk," it said. The voice was closer now, directly under my pillow. I could feel breath on the back of my neck. Cold, rotten, but that was impossible. Nothing was on the bed with me. "Who are you?" I asked. My voice shook, trembled with every syllable. "I'm what sleeps beneath," it answered. The mattress pressed upward again, harder this time. Something was pushing, testing. Beneath what? Silence. Then laughter. Soft at first, growing louder, echoing from below. It didn't sound human. Couldn't be human. "Beneath everything," it finally said. The laughter stopped. I lay perfectly still, sweat soaked through my shirt. My mind raced. Should I run? Turn on the light? What if moving made it worse? "You're thinking of leaving," the voice said. It knew. "Don't." The word cut through the air like a blade. "Why not?" I whispered. "Because I'll follow." My blood ran cold. I've always followed. The smell hit me then, rot and decay, like something dead for weeks. It filled my nostrils, made my stomach turn. I gagged, pressed my hand to my mouth. "You smell that?" the voice asked. I didn't answer. "That's what's left of the others." "Others?" My mind reeled. "What others?" "They didn't listen," it continued. The voice moved, now at the foot of the bed. "They tried to leave, tried to run." Something scraped across the floor, nails on wood, long, slow, deliberate. "But you can't outrun what's inside." "Inside? What are you talking about?" I asked. My voice stronger now, anger mixing with fear. The scratching stopped. "Look under the bed." "No, absolutely not." "Look," it insisted. "No." "Look." The voice grew louder, more insistent. "Look." The bed shook violently. I grabbed the edges of the mattress, held on, then it stopped. Everything went still. The silence was worse than the noise. I waited, listened. Nothing. Minutes passed, maybe longer. My muscles ached from tension, from holding myself rigid. Slowly, carefully, I sat up. The room was dark, too dark. I reached for my phone. The screen wouldn't turn on. Dead battery, of course. I swung my legs over the side of the bed. My feet touched the floor. Cold hardwood. I stood, took a step toward the light switch. "Where are you going?" The voice was right beside me now. I screamed, stumbled backward, hit the wall. My hand scrambled for the switch, found it, flipped it. Light flooded the room. I blinked, eyes adjusting. The room was empty. No one was there. I dropped to my knees, peered under the bed. Nothing, just dust and shadows. My breath came in ragged gasps. I was losing my mind. I had to be. I stood, walked to the door, opened it. The hallway stretched before me. Dark. Empty. I flipped on the hall light, made my way to the bathroom, splashed water on my face, looked in the mirror. My reflection stared back, pale, terrified, but alive. I was alive. This was just stress. Exhaustion, nothing more. I dried my face, took a breath, walked back to my bedroom. The light was off. I'd left it on. I know I had. My hand found the switch, flipped it again. The bulb flickered, then held. The room looked different somehow. Wrong. The shadows fell at odd angles. I walked to the bed, stood there, staring down at it. "You looked," the voice said. I spun around. No one. "You shouldn't have looked." The voice came from everywhere now. The walls, the ceiling, the floor. "What do you want from me?" I screamed. "To show you." The light went out. Complete darkness swallowed me. I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. Then I felt it. Hands, cold, wet, grabbing my ankles, pulling. I fell, hit the floor hard, kicked, struggled. The hands dragged me toward the bed. Under the bed. I clawed at the floor, fingernails breaking, splintering. "No, let go." But the grip tightened. I was under now. The space beneath the bed. It shouldn't be this deep. It couldn't be. But it was. Dark. Endless. The floor beneath me wasn't floor anymore. It was soft, pulsing, alive. I was falling, sinking. Into what, I didn't know. The voice whispered all around me. "Now you know." "Know what?" I cried. "You're not supposed to know this." The darkness pressed closer. "But you do now." I felt things moving around me, brushing against my skin, shapes I couldn't see, didn't want to see. "This is where we live," the voice said. "Beneath the beds, between the walls, in the spaces you don't look." My lungs burned. I couldn't breathe. We wait, we watch, we listen. I tried to scream. No sound came out. "And when you hear us—" The voice was in my head now, inside my skull. "When you acknowledge us." Something wrapped around my throat. "We become real," I thrashed, fought, but there was nothing to fight, just darkness and pressure and cold. "You gave me form," it whispered. "You gave me voice." I felt breath on my face, hot now instead of cold. "Thank you." Then everything stopped. I was lying on my bedroom floor, next to the bed, gasping for air. The light was on. I scrambled to my feet, checked the time. 3:52 a.m. 5 minutes, only 5 minutes had passed. I grabbed my keys, my phone, didn't care that it was dead. I ran, out of the room, out of the apartment. I didn't look back. That was 3 months ago. I haven't been home since. I sleep in hotels now, different ones each night. I never stay anywhere twice. And I never ever sleep in a bed. Chairs, couches, sometimes the floor, but never a bed, because at 3:47 a.m., no matter where I am, I hear it, that wet whisper. You can't run from what's inside. And I know it's right. Because the voice doesn't come from under the bed anymore. It comes from inside my head. And it won't stop talking. It won't ever stop. You're not supposed to know this. But now you do. And if you're reading this at night, if you're lying in bed right now, maybe you should check underneath, just to be sure. Or don't, because once you look, once you listen, it becomes real for you too. And there's no going back. Sleep well, if you can.